Hello there, folks. Welcome back to the live stream. I am Charles Ellison, your instructor for this evening. We've got a nice little tutorial that we're going to be going over today in Civil 3D. Is going to be projecting an object onto a section view. Now, as always, before we actually launch into the tutorial, just as a precursor, as a note, this will be a long version of the tutorial, meaning that you're going to see me making mistakes, you're going to see me trying out some new things, you're going to see essentially me working out the tutorial that I will inevitably have on my subscription-based site. And currently, right now, I'm on civil3d.tv. This is the tutorial site where you can catch up on a lot of the free live streams. These live streams, tend to be about 30 minutes long, but if you want to cut straight to the chase, go ahead and click on Start Free Trial. And with this Civil 3D Essentials subscription, you get all access to the edited content. You get a free 3-day trial to access all of this content right here, and these videos aren't as long. These videos are edited and they get straight to the point. They're very concise. You can browse this way as well. Right here, a lot of these videos tend to be anywhere from a couple minutes long all the way up to maybe 5 minutes long. But again, this is a live stream where I'm working out the different tutorials that I'm going to be featuring on this website. So if you'd rather not wait around for a long period of time, through a 30-minute live stream, go ahead and go for the free tutorial. Actually, the free 3-day free trial to the subscription here, and that's what I would suggest if you don't want to waste a whole lot of time. If you're a seasoned individual with some Civil 3D experience, this might be the route for you. But for beginners, for people that are just starting out, just following along with the 30-minute live stream, that might be advantageous for you to check out as well. So stick around. So that's what we have going on right there. Now to the actual tutorial. This looks like it could be a bit of a long one. I'm going to be working out a few different things here, so if you're willing to bear with me, this might be able to help you out. So again, in this tutorial, we're going to be projecting an object onto a section view. In this exercise, you'll project multi-view blocks and 3D polylines from a plan view onto section views. A variety of AutoCAD and Civil 3D objects can be projected into a section view. However, linear objects such as 3D polylines and feature lines are represented as a marker that indicates the point location where the object crosses the sample line in the plan. So let's go ahead and start projecting objects onto multiple section views. Go ahead and open up, if you have access to the exercise files, go ahead and open up your sections-project-objects drawing, which is located in your tutorials folder. Okay, once you get into the drawing, you'll notice that there's a proposed corridor. Oops. Here's our proposed corridor right here. Now, along this proposed corridor, there's a series of section views. All of these are section cuts right here. Okay? And they're represented over in this area. And we've got these things displayed in two separate corridors just for clarity's sake. Now along the corridor, we'll zoom in a little bit right here. Along the corridor there are several other objects that are visible. The red polylines on either side of the corridor represent the corridor right-of-way. So that's this. That's the right-of-way you can see right here. It's on the right-of-way layer. It's a 3D polyline. And there's another one on this side, which is also a 3D polyline. Let's zoom into our section views. Let's check that out. Okay. All right, so we've got our red right-of-way line. A blue polyline along the right side of the corridor represents a fence. So right over here, where's our blue line? Here it is, right here. Here's our fence. You scroll up a little bit. It's on the C-road-fence layer. It's also a 3D polyline. Okay, now AutoCAD blocks that represent utility poles are displayed along the right side of the corridor, which is what these things are. These are utility poles right here. And then multi-view blocks that represent a line of trees are displayed along the left side of the corridor. So if I zoom out here, here's our trees. These are multi-view block references. So we've got all these right here. They extend all the way along our corridor to about right here, it looks like. Okay, so now we're going to click on the Home tab. And then we're going to go under the Profile and Section Views panel. And then click on the Section Views drop-down. Okay, now we're going to project we're going to project objects to multiple section views. So we'll go ahead and click that. Now in the top viewport, we're going to click up here. We're going to select one of the section views. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and select like this first section view right here. And then we get our Project Objects to Multiple Section Views dialog box. Now under the projection rules, you may specify the proximity area for non-linear objects to be projected. Okay, which is... Okay, we don't have to necessarily mess with that right now. Under projection rules, we're going to select by distance. This option specifies that objects that are a specified distance before and after a sample line. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. This option specifies that objects that are a specified distance before and after a sample line are projected. So for the distance before and distance after, we're going to type in 50 and then 50. Okay, in the table under Name, clear all the checkboxes except blocks and 3D polylines. Table. Okay. So all that we have checked is 3D polylines and blocks under the object type. Now in the blocks row, right here, we're going to specify the following parameters. Let's see if we can open this up a little bit more. Okay. Bear with me, folks. Okay, here we go. Okay, for all of this, we're going to be specifying this for all of our blocks. For the style, for the projection style, we're going to set all. We're going to set all to projection without exaggeration. Then click OK. So we can see what's going on right here. We can see that all of that has been specified. Elevation options, we're going to set that to our corridor surface. And then for label style, we're going to set that to offset elevation, or offset and elevation, excuse me. Then click OK. Okay, and we're going to click OK. And then for 3D polylines, we're going to edit the output display. Let's exit out of this. Let me see here. Well, rather than messing around with the 3D polylines, my instructions don't appear to be correct here, but we'll just keep on going here. We're going to go ahead and click OK. See what we get. Okay, we have our center line shown. Where am I at here? Let's go down here. Let's see what we got. We got 4. Okay. Well, here's what's going on here. Let me escape out of this. The 3D polylines are displayed on the section views. The labels annotate the offset and elevation, which is what these are right here. All of these. The labels annotate the offset and elevation at which each object is projected. Now on the bottom viewport, we're going to zoom in here. We're going to zoom into the area between stations 700 and 1300. Okay, which is roughly about this area right here. At sample lines SL07, which is right here, SL07, SL08, which is right there, which means sample line, by the way. Goes all the way up to 13. We're going to examine the proximity of the utility pole blocks. So we can see where they are right here. You specified a distance of 50 feet as the projection distance, which is what we filled out there before in our dialog box, which means that specified objects that are within 50 feet of a sample line will be projected. In the top viewport, we'll notice that the utility pole block does not appear in section 1300. Which is right here. Okay, that's our section view up at the top. And here's 13. And the distance, these utility poles are roughly they're within a little over 60 feet of that sample line. Yeah. Yeah, so they're outside of that 50-foot before and after distance for our sample line. So we're going to project objects into a single section view. Okay, in the top viewport, we're going to pan and zoom until you see section 1300, which is where we're at right now. Go to your Home tab, then your Profile and Section Views panel. Section Views drop down. Project objects to a section view. Click that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the bottom viewport and we're going to select this tree right here. We're going to select the multi-view block that represents a tree at station 1300. Okay, we've done that. Then we press enter. Our command line says select a section view or a sample line. In the top viewport, we're going to click this section view right here. Then we get our project objects to section view dialog box. We're going to set all for each column. Sorry, let me open this up a little bit more so we can see what's going on. For the projection style, we're going to set all to projection without exaggeration, then click OK. Elevation options, we're going to change that to existing grade. Label style, where's our label style? Here we go, right here. We're going to change that to offset and elevation, then click OK. Then we're going to click OK. There we go, there's our tree. That is our tree. Let's select some of these other things here. Yeah, we've got a long way to go on this tutorial. Yeah, this is a monster. I think I'm going to save the rest for another day. I think we're going to end it right here. So that's essentially how you you begin to project objects into a section view. It's kind of nice. It's kind of convenient having you know, you have a nice little tree right here projected into your section view. I'm kind of curious what happens. We're at 13. What if I move this a little closer to 13? Let's see what happens. Can I project that? Project this into my section view. Nope, nothing. That's something that I've got to figure out here, folks. That is a goof in my instructions. Well, I appreciate you guys bearing with me while I try to figure these things out. If you know anything about Civil 3D, you know that sometimes things can be a little bit unpredictable. But in the meantime, I mean, this shows you how to project, you know, a multi-view block into a section view. Okay, so that's essentially the end of this tutorial. If you'd rather cut straight to the chase, I recommend the free 3-day trial with the Civil 3D All Access subscription content. These are These are videos that have already been, all the kinks have been worked out. You also get the Civil 3D tutorials, the actual exercise files. They come in a zip folder for each of the courses. But try it out for 3 days, no risk, 3-day trial, and see if it's worth your time. So that's all I have for this.